I read the message twice, then set my phone down and said out loud to no one, "No." Only later did I realize that single word was the loudest boundary I'd ever drawn. I'm 42, a project manager in Denver. We were married 11 years. The kind of marriage that looked stable from the outside, shared routines, polite smiles, mutual friends who assumed permanence. Inside, something had been hollowing out for a long time. She stopped asking about my day. I started answering questions no one asked. We learned how to coexist without touching the truth. The betrayal didn't arrive dramatically. It arrived organized. A shared cloud folder she forgot to lock. A pattern of absences explained as conferences. Messages that didn't bother with tenderness because secrecy had replaced it. When I finally asked her directly, she didn't deny it. "I never loved you the way you needed," she said, almost relieved. "You were convenient." It wasn't shouted. It wasn't cruel for sport. It was efficient. That hurt more than anger ever could. The divorce was quick. She moved on faster. I rebuilt slower. 2 years passed. Therapy. New routines. A smaller apartment with morning light. I learned how to sit with silence without negotiating with it. I thought the story was done. Then her message appeared. She wrote like we were still familiar. Said she'd been diagnosed with a serious condition. Said she needed help, logistics, money, someone to advocate. "You always handled these things better than anyone," she added. No apology. No acknowledgement of the past. Just need. I called her to be sure it was real. She sounded tired, but not remorseful. When I hesitated, she sighed. "Don't make this about old stuff. My feelings don't matter to you now." There it was. The same inversion. I was expected to prove decency by erasing my own boundaries. "I'm sorry you're dealing with this," I said. "But I can't help." She went quiet, then sharp. "So that's it. After everything, you won't show up." After everything. As if everything had been mutual. The turning point didn't feel heroic. It felt nauseating. I paced my kitchen. I replayed the years of minimizing myself to keep peace. I felt the old reflex to fix things kick in, and then stop. I saw it clearly. Helping her wouldn't be compassion, it would be self-betrayal dressed as virtue. "I won't be your safety net," I said, steady. "I wish you well. I'm not the person for this." She said, "I never thought you'd be this cold." "I'm not cold," I replied. "I'm done being convenient." We ended the call. I sat down and shook. Grief doesn't vanish just because clarity arrives. I mourned the version of me that believed endurance was love. I mourned the fantasy that decency requires access. The resolution wasn't dramatic. I sent her a brief message with resources, numbers, names, things anyone could offer without reopening a wound. Then I blocked the thread. I didn't check for updates. I didn't ask mutual friends. I let the boundary hold. Weeks later, the guilt tried again. It always does. I answered it with facts. I didn't cause her condition. I didn't owe her repair. I had already paid with years of myself. Here's the lesson I learned the hard way. Compassion without boundaries becomes consent to be used. Saying no to someone who once hurt you doesn't make you cruel. It makes you honest. Healing isn't rescuing the people who refuse to protect you. It's choosing not to abandon yourself again.